Easy, people. So I'm doing a little build-up bonus to the Using Me. I worked on it a little bit more, and I started messing around with the bass for the chorus, and added some guitars and drums using the same technique as I did. If you haven't watched the what's it called, the main one, because this is the bonus one. I'm going to try and put a marker up there now. There. So I came to something, and like anytime I use this machine, sometimes I see the wood, and then I come back, I see the trees, and then I see the leaves. But sometimes when I pull back wider, I can see the whole forest, and it's quite cool working with this. So what I did is I'll play a little bit of something. So initially I had my bass line, so, and I've added some drums and whatever. They're like, well, they are main drums, but they're going to be guide drums for the drummer when I get live drum on this, playing live. And so got all that, and the change what I did, if you look at the past one, so I'll do that. And then initially it was, wait a sec, then I did a kind of bass line change, and this was my initial bass. Yeah, which I thought was alright. But then I had a nifty idea that I was like, well, because I can use the bass line and change up. I played this, so, oh good lord, I've got strings here. So I'll keep it melodic, so I'll bring it in. I'll wait until it changes for the next time round and bring it in. So then I started saying, well, since I've got the notes, I'll play some notes and I'll make the bass line from that. So I was like, I just used the plugin, one of the plugin things, just to give me a guide to the idea. And I said, right, I'm going to copy them chops across to here, and then I've got this now. So this is the bass line that I'm going to use. So it's got a bit more funk and little kind of things for it. And also I had the guitar, so I'll add the guitar in. I always have to do the time. I like things getting in time, so. So got that. I make a dip down or something anyway. My point anyway is, because I could be here all day playing that. What I thought was, I copied this chop sequence, all of this stuff, and I made my bass line out of all that, and then I copied that again so that I had the same thing again and made a different one. But because I didn't want to go through all these, I copied it, so I changed some of the notes, so some of the bass notes are in a different key. And I thought, well, I always like to conserve stuff and make it easier to work with. So what I wanted to do is, how could I get all of this information onto one track? And then it went, blam, it hit me. And this is where you can use the looper to do stuff. So what I'm going to do is I can solo that, and I'll do the first one, and I can get these pieces. And in fact, just to show you, and then I'll let you go and keep this short. So let me do the bass line one first, because this is one I wanted. So this is my bass line. So I'll go here to looper, then I can go to resample. And how long is it? Let me see how long is the clip. It's 4 bars long. So oh yeah, another thing I want to show you as well, and this is something I just learned. So if I go here, right, and I come back to Matrix, if I press, I think is it Matrix twice, it's one of these. I did it before. Let me see if I can do it again. Right. Yeah, I think that was it. So if you press that twice, it comes back to what it was. Oh yeah, so ignore that. I thought that this was a quick way, shortcut. Anyway, 4 bars, right? That's what I want. resample, get that resample back on. And like I said, woods for the trees. All I have to do is, to make my life easier, I haven't got any audio tracks on here, so I'm going to create an audio track. And then let's go to launch. So what I'll do is I'll go here. That doesn't matter at the moment because I'm going to use looper. So I'm going to go to looper, and it's 4 bars. So all I have to do is set it up. Oh, I have to. That hopefully this is something they resolve. But each time you go out, you have to reset this back. So now that's done. You have to reset the sampler back. I don't need to record it. I just need to press play. So I've got this groove. That's it. So I've got that groove. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to export that here to there. So what's it? I don't know why that's not working. Have I gone too? Oh, do you know? No. All right. Well, that's not cool. Interesting. I'm not going to edit this. I'm going to carry it on. So, for some reason, I'm on the wrong channel. That's why. Let's see. Oh, I thought I'd have to select it, I guess. No, that is right. Let me go back to here to check. Right, audio 1. I'm on this channel. Select. Right. That's what I want it. I want it there. So I'm going to go back here, go to looper. And I want to export what I've just done. Right, select. All right, it's working now. No. Sometimes this is an official version, so this is obviously something that missed. Anyway, right, I'm exporting that to there. Right. So I've got my baseline. I can clear that. Now I can check that by going to solo just to make sure. Right. Cool. A reason why I did it to a clip was I can go into that clip and I can make sure I'm there. Well, because I selected that there, I know it's going to go to this main one on here, and then I'm going to rename that. Not there. And I'm going to call that chorus space. Now, the great thing about why I did this is the chorus space now is all the notes that I'm using in this tune. And because I've got all of that in the melody, all I have to do, and it's on time. Let's make sure it's on time. It is 2:05. Yeah. So everything's perfect. I can just chop that via regions. And that's cool. And I know that whatever it would play it rhythmically in time. So then all I have to do is I'll convert that, and that's one. But I'm going to leave that. Well, I'll convert it so that you can see it's one thing, because it doesn't really matter. Because I can just copy and merge kits. So I'll go like that, and I'll create events because I already played the sequence and it's 4 bars. So what have I got now? I've got a brilliant thing. Because if I go back here, I'll go to solo, unsolo that. I'll go back to launch on the matrix. I'll stop everything except the drums from playing, so stop all. Go back to stop all. I've got drum. Right, I've got my chorus bass here now. So I can get all my little elements and have them all on one thing. So now I've got a nice little musical sequence. The other thing what I've noticed, and this I got from when I used to use Reason back in the day, and I started to realise when you chop a sample up, it's all in key. So if you filter it, you can still play the notes of that sample. And I haven't tried this, but I'm assuming this will be even way easier than it was when I used to use Reason. So because it's that, I can replay this stuff. So I could have a clip sequence, and because they cut each other off, I can have little changes to this, so it's like even more like a live bass. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? And what's great about this is they're going to be in the key of that tune. So they're going to all work to that tune. So let me press launch. I'll put the... right, that there. I don't know what's happening with this. It's going a bit south. This is the thing though. What I've noticed is because I'm starting to use this like full blast now. Certain things starting to be a bit. Well, no, it's because I had both of these on. So ignore me. I'm one of these people who I'll start complaining sometimes. Go, hey, that ain't right. It's not working. Oh, yeah, it's just that. Do you know what I mean? So I keep forgetting the things I've all learned. So say I've got that. So let's go back to that. I'll go back to there, come to the end one, which is chorus bass. But now I can... Do you know what I mean? So when I do a full tune, if I knew what I was doing, I could have this so that it's not just playing the same in the loop, but... So like there, like something like down, doom 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 doom. And that's all stuff A, I wouldn't be able to play normally. B, I'm playing it using samples, so it's like an actual live bass. So I thought I'd just show you that because I think that's just so nifty. It's one, do all the parts using a chop, and it didn't matter. The sample what I used to make that bass line, it wasn't in the key. And the greatest thing about anything like bass, guitars sometimes, anything where it's a single note thing where you play melodies, it's easy like pianos. If you've got piano, it ain't got much chords, or as long as it's in the key, if it's got chords, it becomes a bit more janky. But if it's melodies or notes, it doesn't matter because you can change the sound. So this wasn't even the key, but because it's a bass, now I've got all my nice little slap stuff in there. I've got my own melody in there and everything. And what I can do is I can now go through the other parts, the verse, chorus, things. And if I want, I can bring them all into this one kit so that I've got a complete melodic kit just for this song. So this melodic bass will work just for this song, and it'll work ace. Do you know what I mean? And then, like I say, I can then send it to the bassist and say, here's the bass notes, and then he can listen to it and he can go, oh yeah, right, all right. And that'll improve the bassist as well, because he'll be like, all right, I wouldn't even have thought a slap like that. Let me try that. Do you know what I mean? This is why this machine's dope. Never mind when it comes to using it live, because there's things that I can put it back into it to make it work live. But that's a different story. Anyway, I hope that's been helpful. It went on a little longer than I wanted for a bonus thing, but I thought it was worth showing, and I hope you get to utilise this yourselves. Until next time, stay safe and peace.